Hi everyone. Brushes and tea, the two essentials. Welcome to this week's Art Weekly. Well, I got going. I'm rather liking this little one. My papers all curl up. I need to put some more pins in. But it's a very, very small beginning. What have I got? I found this is a homemade canvas board and 2, 3 that have just been lurking. A long time ago, some of you might remember, I was trying out a different colour palette on a board, and this has just been shifting about in here, and I thought, just let's use that. And I'm so pleased because I rather like this. I rather like what's underneath coming through a bit at this stage. It might all change. What I'm particularly loving at the moment so far this week, when I work on paper very, very roughly, I end up with heaps of it, and I've been rolling them and clipping them, and they just sit about the place. and it's really nice because even just having a little glimpse of what's on there is better than having it all just stacked away. I've gone in, this is just complete acrylic work, and I've had good fun just trying to get this kind of this effect, this mottled effect, prompted by the sketches, the groundwork, if you like, that came back from Biarritz. I've been working in the evenings in the house on some smalls, and I'm really pleased with some of them have come up really lovely. Have turned out really nicely. I will drop some photographs of those in. And a few things have gone, so I need to replenish on the web shop, so I think I might put a few of those on there. Also this week I'll drop in a reminder at the end, but when this video comes out, it gives me butterflies just thinking about it, it will be the setup day. So the Thursday that this comes out is the day that we'll be setting up down in Sussex House, ready to open tomorrow for the Friday. This is just the bottom that I cut off of a piece of work, and I stood back to turn the camera on, and if this is an enormous eye, I could see a face in here, so I'm trying not to see that. I hate wasting anything, and this is a nice piece of 300 GSM. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to run some white paint down here. I might actually not run white paint, I might run some grey through here. You know, it's just an expression, it's just my response, it's just a response. I should know by now that putting in these quite refined marks so early on is definitely a bit of a mistake for me, but I continue a little way. I can see here, just in the gesture, I want to mess things up a bit, and true to form, I do have to go in with a bit of messing up. I took a big breath there. That's the usual thing when I go in with black. And it gets very ugly. So I know from experience not to just abandon it. If you get to a point like this and you just walk away, I'd urge you just to hang in with it. Just keep going. Just keep responding. Anything in your mind that says, what if I try this? What if I do that? Just go with it. Keep sort of an eye on your reference material, but don't give up. Don't give in. This is the point where you need to just keep going. I decided at this point to start working on some of the leaf at the base and a little bit of it coming up the stems. And it's amazing. You start working on a slightly different area of the painting, and I immediately felt a bit better about it. There just comes a point where you re-engage on the right level. I don't know how to put that into words, but you're suddenly back into it. Having explored a few different things, and I feel more committed now that what I'm putting down now might actually go somewhere. I'm at the point where I can re-engage with the flower. I like the colour palette that's going on, so things are getting better. I'm drawing into the wet paint here with a little bit of stick, and that's the beauty of all that crazy business underneath. If you want to pull through with any implement, really, with any stick or tool, you reveal something of the underlayer, and I like that. As I'm doing this, I'm thinking about being here in this spot. It was quite funny. It was the morning we set off on our big walk to Anglet. And just after I got that photo, I managed to catch loads and loads of cyclists. I said to Craig, I just want to join in. So, yeah, nice memory. I'll drop that little clip in if I've got it, if I can find it. I put a little bit more paint down on this one before heading outside. I've been working on making more of this patio garden, pulling all the pots together, and it's starting to look really pretty. It's a nice space. I've had a couple of days out. We had a fantastic time in London. I'll probably drop a little clip in at the end. We're very fortunate and it's lovely to travel, but we forget how fantastic London is, and it's so close. So I thought I'd just share with you a little bit on the river. Having another look then. I hope I didn't horrify anyone too much with my bad stage, the wipeout stage. So where to pick up this morning on here, and it might be an idea to put this one aside for now and start up another. I don't actually think I'll do too much more here. I like that. I might just do something in that area. So rather than start up a fresh sheet, this is something old. I've cut away from it, but I do love the fact that that gives me an in, having something already on here that's just crazy. I like it. I like having something to work against instantly. So, which way round? I might go with that. I'm going to pull that guy over. If I just do this sort of initial outline, so across here, and I'm just literally using up the paint that I've got, and then roughly stems coming up. So actually now doing that, I want this line to be lower. So all I need to do now is to put white paint down. So we got off the train yesterday at London Bridge. Ordinarily for London, for us, we go to Charing Cross, and but it was really nice to see the changes. We haven't been up for a while to that part of the river, and it's incredible. Lots of people having a nice time. I can always lift this if it gets too heavy. I'm going to let that dry. I haven't purposefully, I haven't wanted to take out all of what's underneath. It's so strong, the desire to cut through some of that. I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to ask Craig if he can use brute force to get this lid off, because it's not coming out, but I know there's paint in there. It's a bit overcast out there today, but the Salix is providing all the light, and I like the way it's sitting as a backdrop with these figures that I did a little while ago that are now all in frames. We're contemplating another Salix. We're contemplating something else in the garden. I've been so inspired by that trip to Nyman's a few weeks back, particularly in the ruins. There's a garden within the ruins. It's small, and I thought, could do something better with the patio area we've got, and I'll drop some photos in. I'm liking the way it's developing. I've been gathering up every pot. Okay, that's enough putting it off. More flowers then. Oh, some of you have said in the comments that you didn't know, as I didn't know, there was a difference between a dandelion and this So as before, I'm just going to use this cadmium yellow, deep cadmium yellow, as a base colour, and I'll go on top of it. And I want to keep I'm going to keep this paint really thick. If it's successful, I'll bond it to board. That's my thinking at the moment. I'm frantically trying to come up with names for paintings and to get some labels done. I thought I was sort of organised. I haven't even thought about cards yet. I'll get there with that. Craig is putting up some trellis this morning. Rocket is having a crazy old time digging up the garden. It's especially where the alliums are. They must be so strong. The smell, the temptation for him to keep digging. And he's dug out some plants. The plants he's not interested in, he's just pulled out to get to the bulb. So we're putting up some trellis in front of a bed to keep him off. The exhibition opens on Friday. I'm not going to be there on the Friday, but I will be there all day on that first Saturday. So I think I know where I'm going here. I think you can see where I'm going with it. And one of the things that's in my head that I've got from the Ian Roberts book is, if you leave a painting at a stage where it's obvious what the next step will be, when you come in, you can just get straight into it without pondering, without too much deliberation. I guess that's the point. So I can come into this and I know more or less where I'm going. And I'm always going to have questions. I think it's good to always question and try things out. So for me, there are degrees of knowing where I'm going when I leave something. And if you come in and you don't really know how to engage, just start up something fresh. That's what I'd say. I've got so many things I need to do this week. I'm going to stop here this morning, and as promised, I'll drop in a little bit of the way the patio garden's shaping up, and a little bit, if you're interested remotely in London and the lovely Thames, I'll drop that tiny clip of the day we went up. We walked down as far as Tate Modern. No, there was no time to go into Tate Modern. I'll do that on another day. Yeah, so if you've got places near you that you take for granted, have a visit. If you can come, I might meet some of you. I hope I get to meet some of you in the exhibition. I will try as hard as I can to keep the videos going, and it's going to be a very interesting 3 weeks. So have a great time, whatever you're up to. If you've got paintings out, good luck with that yourselves, and keep painting. Just keep painting. And keep noticing, keep paying attention. Pay attention to your attention. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. In London today, on the river. It's gorgeous. We don't normally get off at London Bridge, but we're here for a birthday, and it looks fantastic. Haven't been for a while. A better view of St Paul's Cathedral here. This is actually Southwark Bridge, and this is an Uber boat.